So I decided to come out to a local lake called Lake Murray and I guess just kind of spend some time here by myself, try to enjoy some local nature. This was a location I really wanted to come to after eating last night, but since it was dark and cold and there were actually no stars that I could see in the sky, it felt kind of pointless. Plus, the park was closed. Man, sometimes if I come to places like this, I really wished that I had a book to read. I also wish that I was into reading because I find that it's really hard for me to not get tired when I read, I guess. And I think it's also the same as when I watch movies. I tend to lose my focus pretty quickly. And the thing about a book is maybe I find it really hard to sit still to read. But at the same time, it is always a hobby that I really want to get into. I've tried several times in the past. I would get super motivated, pull out my Kindle from the depths of my closet, charge it up, and then I would read, but then I would just quickly lose the motivation to continue. There's actually a trail that wraps around the lake, it seems like. And I guess normally I would want to go on it, but I've been hiking quite a bit lately and my knee is not being good. I'm not sure if it's because I've been slacking on my stretches. I have been doing my stretches, I just haven't been doing my roller massages. I should be using a foam roller to kind of loosen my muscles, tendons, I don't know. But I have been bad about that. I have not been foam rolling at all. And I could imagine that probably helps quite a bit. So maybe I should go home and buy one right after this, because having knee problems after it has felt like it was getting much better is really disappointing. Definitely sucks also because I have started to realize how much it has been restricting me in my workouts. I think the fact that I'm a competitive person kind of links with wanting to really do hard exercises and challenging ones. So in the past, I've always just jumped straight into it instead of warming up to it. And I think that is really bad because if you don't have the strength for it, you shouldn't be doing it. You should be building up towards it. And I've always just gone straight for it because I was like, yeah, I can do this. There are just still consistently times where I would be doing exercises that don't even feel that strenuous, and then my knee would be making it uncomfortable. So take care of your bodies, guys. Hi. So yesterday I forgot to put on my face mask, so I am doing it tonight. And also not blow drying my hair once again, so I'm going to braid it for some perhaps natural curls, even though I think sleeping really just fucks up your hair, so maybe it'll be acceptable tomorrow. I'm in the middle of watching Wonderstruck. This is my first movie for 2018, but honestly, it's not for me. It's really boring to me. There's hardly any dialogue. Most of it is just the soundtrack and action. So I already committed like half an hour to 40 minutes earlier, and I think I'm just going to kind of half watch it while I do something on the computer. That way I finish it and count it on my list. But I'm a little disappointed because for some reason I guess I didn't look it up much. And I saw that there were actresses like Julianne Moore and Michelle Williams in it, but they are super brief and kind of a letdown. I think I'm starting to reach the point where finding new movies that are really good is going to be really hard for me because I've seen everything. And I also can't watch everything that is highly rated because not everything appeals to me. I tried to watch a Korean movie yesterday. It's called Spring, Summer, Fall, Winter, and Spring. And it's rated well, and I have no doubt that it is a good movie. in many ways, but it is just not for me. So I have to dig deep or wait for new movies to come out. Otherwise, I'm starting to run a little dry. Okay, so I woke up this morning around 6 or so, and my throat was feeling terrible. So I went back to sleep, woke up at 8, and decided I don't want to be working in the office like this. Shut the fuck up, Sammy! I don't want to be working in the office with this strep throat, and I don't think they would appreciate me being there, potentially spreading it. So I'm going to be working from home today. I needed to drive to the office to pick up my laptop, and along the way back, I decided to buy some Robitussin. So I'm not sure necessarily if my views on medicine are incorrect or not, but I have always been the type of person that wanted to naturally recover. So I have had the strep throat since Sunday, and it's Wednesday now, and I have been going all these days without buying any medication for it, because normally I just let things go away on its own, but this is starting to become really bothersome for me, and I'm actually not sure if me not turning on the heat last night contributed to this being worse. I haven't been turning on the heat because I don't want it blowing on me. It's a very stupid solution, but I might also consider buying another blanket because my current one clearly isn't good enough by itself for this colder evening weather. Yeah, honestly, I think strep throat is one of the worst that you can get. I just hate swallowing and feeling that terrible feeling. Time to make some oatmeal. It was really tempting to buy breakfast while I was out, but I mean, I have a perfectly healthy breakfast I can make at home, which is oatmeal, and it doesn't taste bad or anything. Sometimes I think the pull of just getting something to eat is so strong for some reason. I don't think I've had a gas range stovetop for a while. So sometimes right after I first turn it on, I smell gas, and it's a little unsettling, but it does go away eventually, so that's good. I'm not inhaling anything bad over a long period of time. Just finished watching Happy Death Day. I'm really surprised. This movie's rated a 6.5. I know I have been talking about not caring about rating too much, but I enjoyed this movie, like, throughout the entire thing, and that shocks me because when I saw the trailer, I was like, this looks so stupid, and then the rating kind of dissuaded me, but it got a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, and honestly, I think the lead actress did a really good job. Like, she was the person who had the most screen time, so she really had to carry the movie, and I think she did a really great job. And this movie turned out to be more deep than you would expect. Like, it's not superficial at all, actually. So I'm surprised to say that I would recommend this movie. If someone just feels like watching a slasher movie, I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. Oh man. I did have my second dose of Robitussin, so I can tell that my voice is still very sickly, but my throat swallow just feels slightly better, which is good. I guess after some time when you take medicine and realize that the symptoms are going away, it does feel foolish not to buy it the day or second day that you have symptoms. So I don't know why I'm being so silly about it, but kind of glad I was able to have today to kind of reset and not worry about feeling discomfort and stuff while I don't feel so good. Watching some magnificent Mad Max in 4K. This movie is incredible. Hey, what's up? So, honestly, Milo is super funny because every single time I come into the room when he's on the tree, he always meows as a greeting. So I wanted to catch it in action, but I think I kind of missed it because the light was off. Or I think I did. Okay, I was feeling like I was home too much today. So I decided to get some bubble tea. But the interesting thing about today is it is a Wednesday night and there wasn't that much of a line. It was like 8 o'clock. I'm pretty impressed, honestly. And since I drove all the way there, I decided to get some Wendy's also. So I got some 4-piece chicken nuggets and some value French fries. Don't worry though, I ate all of that during the drive back. It was actually a pretty hot-ish walk today. So having nice weather is always amazing for a walk, but when it's too hot, it sucks because then I start worrying about the right path to take to make sure that even though I will try to make the walk long-ish or as long as possible, it can't be like too far out in one direction, otherwise I have to go a long way to walk back. So I am still technically sick because I've been having like a runny nose, a stuffy nose, sneezing a lot, and minor throat discomfort. Oh yeah, so tomorrow is Riley's birthday. I decided to take the day off work and I will be taking her hiking. If possible, I will try my best to kind of like spend as much time as I can tomorrow, letting her run around, enjoy the nature and whatnot. Normally I just hike and come back, but if I drive that far out to go hiking, I should try to, I don't know, sit somewhere and enjoy it instead of constantly being on the move. God damn, that stream is loud. Just hanging out in the cat room before I go back to work. Puppers are so wow, what the fuck? She's so busy sniffing my mouth because I just ate lunch. Usually if I blow at her face, she does the, hey, hey, don't sniff my lens. Wait, I need to put it higher so I want to see her. At last I have a can opener. I've been putting off this purchase because I'm trying to be super conservative and not buying stuff I don't need, but after buying cans of corn and not being able to open it, and I tried to make pasta earlier this week and basically stabbed the can open with a knife, I bought this to make some more pasta today. So I am starting to cook some spaghetti, and this is what I usually do with her while I'm cooking. Sometimes I bring over the cot, but I don't really like to do that, moving it back and forth. So instead of doing that, I just keep her in command for just a regular down, and sometimes I have her head down. I think for now I might not ask that of her all the time, because for something like this, I guess I'm not asking for ultimate calmness. I'm just asking for her to stay in one place because she tends to follow me around everywhere, and if she's crowding me in the kitchen, then that is super annoying. So I think eventually, after a while, since I've started cooking, she will put her head down on her own. Okay, what is on the menu for dinner today is pasta. And this is my very inexperienced cook method of getting angel hair to just get into a pot. Just gradually softens until all of it falls into the water. And then here, we have like 12 meatballs with tomato sauce, and then I added in McCormick's zesty spaghetti powder to make it more, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Just less watery, less liquidy, I suppose. I have celery in here. I could probably add more, but I am lazy to chop up some more celery. Honestly, this is the most basic spaghetti. Look, this is what I want. I love it when she is in this relaxed state. But yeah, I guess what I wanted to say was that one of my favorite vegetables is broccoli, and the way my mom cooks it is just oil, water, and salt, and garlic, and it tastes so good. It just tastes so good to me. So I have been eating stuff without too much sauce or any sauce at all. My mom rarely cooks with sauce. I don't eat anything with sauce ever, except chicken wings when it comes with it. But for example, when I get chicken nuggets from Wendy's, when I get fries, I do like ketchup, but I am perfectly fine eating fries and nuggets with absolutely nothing at all. So I am a person that lives alone. I guess sometimes I feel weird for showing when I cook super basic shit, but as a single person, you don't need to go all out, you know? Whatever sustains you, really. And then next, we get to release her because she has been perfect with following through. Break. Good job, good girl. Oh,